and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. I'm blickety black, blacker than black, I'm blacker than black, yo, because I'm black and I'm back. Yo, I'm black and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all.
Now we're back. This is the Black Man Podcast, and I'm still here with my brother, the last MJ. Keeping up the good work. Now, where we left off, man.
Okay.
Because we talking about this 22 song list of, you know, your album, Keeping Up the Good Work, and It Ain't My Fault.
Okay.
How did you come up with that?
Wow.
What I mean, because this very personal.
This is very personal. This is It Ain't My Fault. All right. This is where, like, as an artist, you know, you have to kind of be transparent, and you have to be vulnerable enough to let it out. So with this, I just felt like I wanted to do it, and it had to be the right track. Shout out to Drew Kane, Alabaster native, for the track. He sent me a bunch of beats, and I was like, all right, I gotta have you on the album. And I was going through it, and I heard
you gotta represent the hometown.
You gotta rep the hometown,
right?
And so I'm listening to these beats, and I hear this beat, doom, 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 and I'm like, yeah. I don't know. And immediately the flow just came to me.
Yeah.
I knew what it had to be, and I was like, this is the one I gotta kind of open up. It just gave me that feel, and I was like, yo, let's get into it.
Yeah.
I cheated on you, and I'm big enough to say the reason. God forgave me, but to you, I'm just saying.
Bruh, hold on. Some stuff it's just forbidden to say.
This is right.
And you come out with that line saying, you know, I'm grown now. You've grown. You matured enough to. I'm gonna tell the truth. And it's hard in that moment.
It's very hard.
In relationships. I know, because you don't want to hurt your feelings, and you talk about that. You stayed because I don't want to hurt your feelings, and even though
backwards that is that, but yeah, it's right.
Even though you know deep down inside, and then you even end off on that first verse. I think saying, I mean, what you say on that last, not to put you on the spot, because I know how it is as a rapper. Sometimes you forget your lyrics. You know.
Let me think.
But you're talking about basically the one for you. I'm not the one for you.
When I say I'm saying I'm not the guy that you're gonna be with, but hold on tight, because he is coming. I'm just something to hold you over, but I'm sorry it's over.
Wow.
So it's like, I think everyone plays a part. Every shot is not the game-winning shot.
Okay.
So, but you need those shots to prepare you and put you in position for the game-winning shot. So the game-winning shot is the one that will make ESPN, and that'll be the husband. That'll be the one you take the picture.
So whose fault was it, MJ? Was it your fault? Because you said it ain't my fault.
But I broke it down. I said, before I try to put the blame on you, knowing good and well it was only me that got caught.
Right.
Yeah. So yes, the fault is mine.
Okay.
But the responsibility is shared.
Okay.
So, and in the song, I just kind of break down just the things that might have been missing in the relationship, and things that just weren't going right, to where I fell to the temptation of doing it the wrong way.
Yeah.
And so with
that's real.
That's real.
And I appreciate you as a man, you know, even though it may sound contradictory to say it ain't my fault, right. But at the same time, I appreciate you taking responsibility.
Right.
Saying at that time. At that time versus where you are now.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, we have to grow.
And sometimes, you know, you have to get a little dirty sometimes to grow. And that's
how we grow. I mean, we need a little dirt to grow.
Right. This is true. Hey, you rhyming. You spitting.
Yeah, right.
Okay, balls.
Come on.
So I just wanted to break it down, man.
Yeah.
And in that, I just kind of put it all out there and take my responsibility in it, but also show where, you know, she kind of held her responsibility too in it. And I think that's in every relationship. And
Yeah.
so I had to do it. And to be honest with you, this is my section. And when I first started this, and the only thing I know, it was like, yeah, this is my favorite song.
That's one of your favorites.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that too. So on
Yeah.
the song, and I laid the track. Me and B Flat laid it. And he was like, "Yeah, man, this is the one."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Yo, still missing something." And as an artist, you have to have that ear where you like, "Yeah, this is tight, but it's missing." And so that's when I called in the special weapon,
Come on.
Holly B. And
There she go again.
and I was like, "Yo, I need you to feel this. What you got?" And she just. You know,
This is fam too.
this is fam. This is the little sister. And
Right.
She came. And
All grown up.
All grown up. And she came and she sprinkled some sprinkles
Man.
on the ice cream.
I woke up this morning singing this song, y'all.
Right.
Like it was stuck in my head. You know.
Man, yeah.
And I must say I came. You know, I'm living in Nashville.
Okay.
To the people that don't know now, shout out to Cashville, Tennessee.
Tennessee.
You know what I'm saying? Young Buck.
Young Buck.
You know what I'm saying? All black everything. But anyway, I came to your city. I came to Atlanta definitely to hang out with my boy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you definitely got to show me more of the city.
No, we about
tonight.
to do that. Yes, sir.
We gotta get it up. But I came here to because of this album.
Right.
Because I had the first thing I thought of, I gotta come do a show.
And I thank you for
You see what I'm saying?
No doubt.
And so I listened to the show all the way. You know, I was on the bus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even though the bus was late. You know.
Throw you up.
Golly.
Right.
But anyway, that gave me enough time to listen to the album.
Right.
And I'm doggone, I can't get It Ain't My Fault out of my head. And then I wake up this morning singing It Ain't My Fault. Got me feeling like, you know what, all my relationships.
You know what? Cheating is not my fault.
Right.
You know what, MJ, you finally speak for us.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where, you know what I'm saying, you talking to the fella. Even though you on this album rapping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. But it can relate mentally to the fellas, almost therapeutic. You know what I'm saying? In relationships.
On this
you know
song, I felt like I was, you know, laying on the therapist couch.
Yeah, you was laying on the couch.
I felt like I was just laying it out there and putting it out there, and it sounds a little funny sometimes, but it's the truth. And I think that's what people want to hear.
All right, so tell me about we can sit and talk about keeping up the good work all day. Right. But is there some more weapons? Who's some more features on this album? Because I mean, you got some heat on here, bro.
Okay. The features on this album, we got Gabby Eloise. Gabby is an angel.
Yeah. Shout out to Alabama.
You know what I'm saying? That's the fan. Alabama all day. Like, she is an angel. She laced right downtown on Peachtree. Look in my eyes.
I didn't know that was her.
That's her.
No.
On the ad libs and at the end on the third verse. Yes.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah, I don't sound.
I was going. Right, because I was gonna ask you, man, who's singing on that Peachtree?
It's beautiful. She's just laying it out there.
She clown.
Yes, she did. And she's like, it doesn't. A better person doesn't come by. Like, she's amazing, and she's been very instrumental to me in my growth as a person, and just and so her magical voice is incredible on this album. Who else we got? We got Garrett Smith. Garrett, man. On Keeping Up the Good Work, the title track, I wanted something to be different. Shout out to KT on the beat. KT's over also Alabama. First of all,
why people sleeping on Alabama?
Oh, right.
There's so much talent.
Right. When I came to the A, I was like, okay, don't worry, I got something for y'all.
Just wait.
I got a nice secret stash for y'all.
Right. We're gonna pull the David Blaine. Just watch.
Just watch. And KT is actually over here in Atlanta as well, and so
I know KT.
Oh, that's the guy.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the guy.
I know his dad. His dad, he played for a church that I went to when I was in Birmingham, and you know, I've had the opportunity of working with his dad, and he looked just like his dad.
Just like him.
And but almost like the the urban version of his dad. You know what I'm saying?
He
and
got
he's
some-
super cool
He
too.
got some swag.
Yeah.
So yeah, K he's incredible as well. Got beats galore. He did Everybody My Age on the album. He did some more too. He also did I'll Run.
Okay.
Last song with Holly. But yeah, so on there we got Garrett. Garrett's amazing.
Yeah.
On keeping up the good work. He gives that raw Alabama like folk, country, blues.
He does.
Every kind
He
of
almost
feel
could
you
be from Nashville.
Yeah.
Is he from Nashville?
No, I think I was talking to
You know
him
what I'm
one time,
saying?
possibly about moving there because his career would I mean there's definitely a place for him. I mean he's so talented and a wonderful guy. And so I just needed something special. And he came right in the studio, man, and he was right in the midst of like a crisis, and he came in the studio and still laid it down for me. So shout out to Garrett for doing that, man.
Yeah.
I love you, man. Mike Hall, Everybody My Age, also another A-Town stand down, pimping, Alabaster. So he came through, man, and he gave me some sauce, man, and dropped this therapeutic poetry for your boy. We also got Kid Quay on Only Thing I Know.
Okay.
From Montevallo. We actually have mutual friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw something that he had posted online, and I'm listening to it, and I'm like, yo, like as an artist, like you know, you can be an artist and you can hate.
Yeah.
Or you can be an artist that says, you know what, that's what I need to be around.
Yeah.
And so I saw him and I was like, I think he and I will work well together. And he does. Only Thing I Know is one of my favorite songs. And he breaks it down, man. He does his thing. So shout out to Kid. Cool Table. Him and me.
I remember, now what's the concept with the Cool Table? Because when I was in school, you know, the concept, when I think about the Cool Table, I think about being in high school and sitting at the Cool Table at lunchtime.
You right on it. And
Right.
You come over there with your chocolate milk and your tea
Right.
and your tater tots
Sit
and
down.
pizza, and then somebody comes to the table.
That's the
don't
table.
belong there,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, you gotta
Get on
go.
up.
You gotta
Like,
go.
everybody want to be at the Cool Table.
Right.
But then at the same time, everybody hate on the Cool Table.
You got to. That's because you ain't sitting at the cool table.
right. But if you sitting at the Cool Table,
you on. Yeah, you
you
ain't
know
on
what I'm saying?
everybody
You ain't
else.
on everybody else,
Yeah.
like, cause you just mad because you ain't at the
You
Cool
ain't at
Table.
the cool table. So
Right.
I was like,
Could I sit at the Cool Table?
Man,
I mean,
man, you would be the chairman of the cool table.
man, I don't know, bro.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Your table ain't cool if you ain't sitting there.
Man, that's what's up. I appreciate that.
For sure.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
on that, I felt like B Flat did an excellent job on the beat.
Yeah.
He gave a great feel,
Yeah.
great platform, and I was like, I got to go get the coolest cats, man. And that was Rich,
Yeah.
Missile. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
Man, like talk about dudes that are studio fanatics and ready at the drop of a dime.
Mm-hmm.
I hit them. Let's do it. Bam, bam. We knocked it out. You know, one take. These guys are incredible.
Right.
So I was like, yo, and they laced it, man, and pushed me on the track. So
Mm-hmm.
so shout out to them for sure. Also we got Spider and Jay Sean.
Uh-oh.
These two cats.
These brothers right
These
here.
brothers, man.
Because, I mean, well, first of all, I think y'all used to have a group.
Yes, the first group. Shout out to everybody that knows about that third.
Man.
First of all,
That's what's up.
that third. Man, Spider and Jay Sean, man. We just on that, man. These are my brothers, man.
Yeah.
Like, is there an album without them? No. So I had to get them, and shout out to KT also on that beat.
Okay.
And I wanted to get something for us to. I felt like I wanted to give something for us to perform.
Yeah.
Something for us that when there are shows that I could be side by side with my brothers.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you could do it. And they went this one here and this one there. He was there, but nah, I wanted to show you.
Yeah.
I wanted to have him there. So that's why I did that. What else we got on here? We got.
Now, wait a minute. I see something.
Okay.
This interracial relationship. I see that a lot today. You know what I'm saying? When I look out,
Great question.
which is it's a great thing because it was a time where, I mean, being from the South and that to see interracial dating
Right.
You know, it was frowned upon.
Right.
And you know, around the areas and the
True.
towns that we're from. But I mean, you see more interracial dating and people in it. Number one, it's hard to be in a relationship. Number one.
Check.
Yeah, and these days and times. But then you add interracial on the relationship,
Right.
is a whole nother thing. Like,
double the pressure.
what made you write this song, like this, and give your perspective?
All right.
Of
Oh
that.
man, this is deep. So you gotta follow me on this. All right. So I think women are the most beautiful thing in the world.
Man, I think you need to say that one more time on this show.
Matter of fact, there's no think. Let me
Right,
reword this.
right.
I know women
Come
are
on
the
now.
most beautiful thing in the
Come
world.
on now.
Okay.
Ain't nothing like them sisters.
Ain't nothing like them sisters.
Now, ain't nothing like them sisters.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right. So women are the most beautiful thing in the world, and they come in so many different shapes, forms, all that. Like it's like God just he outdid himself when he did them. So I was like, okay, I love women, and I wanted to do a song that represented them. But then I'm like, yo, okay, I get it. You can have a girl song the whole nine, and then again, God just talks to me, man, and he did, and he was like, this is, you got to follow me on this, because I'm not sure if you even know this about this song.
Okay.
All right. So the song isn't even about women.
Really?
It's not even about women.
Interesting.
Okay, now follow me.
Okay.
All right, so the song is really about my relationship with God and our relationship with God.
Wow.
That's what it's about. So let me explain. Okay, so we can be, it's so many different ways of of symbolism in this song. You look at us and we are sinners.
Mm-hmm.
We have dirt on us.
Okay.
Okay. God is pure.
Okay.
That's not the same color.
Wow.
Okay. So he's white as pure.
Wow.
If we're gonna use that, and we're dark as dirt. We're not dirt, but like the darkness of our hearts and the things that we've done. It kind of it's not the same color. So it's like, okay, but yet we still have a relationship, despite the color difference that it could be.
Right.
Also, if we were going to be literal and we were talking about Jesus wasn't black like me black.
Okay.
You know, he wasn't born in Africa. If we're gonna be African, or he wasn't born in Birmingham like me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was born in Bethlehem.
Okay.
So I doubt the brothers in Bethlehem look like me. So if I'm rolling with this guy, you know, and I'm using him in a relationship, since that's an interracial relationship, even if you're white, he wasn't white.
Okay.
He wasn't, you know. So it's like, and he's probably not what you are, unless I got some Hebrew fans out there. Yeah. You know, so it's like it's the representation of that. So when I say, this will only take a sec. How do I start? Give me a how do I do it?
Just play the song. I
Come
mean,
on, let's do that. Yeah, okay.
Let's hear a little bit of
yeah,
this song.
Okay, let's do it.
Because I didn't know.
You didn't know this.
I didn't know that. Because I mean, you know, we just going down the track listing right now.
Okay.
And I just see the name interracial relationship.
And
the first thing I think about
is black and white.
And that's the perception of, you know what I mean? Right. So, but now you teaching us right now.
Okay, all right,
you preaching right now.
So now follow me now that now we go with this.
Before you call me sellout, let me ask you a question. I'm black and I'm from Alabama. What you expect?
Yeah.
See, this the only thing the white man gon' respect, cause he know I'ma use your money to pay off my debt, and he right.
Let me stop you right there.
Oh man.
So now you got me.
Oh man.
So our debt that we as sinners, you know, that we haven't paid for, that he already has paid for, that's Jesus. That's our blood. That's our salvation.
Wow.
So it's like, that's the only way that I know how to pay it off. I have to go through him. So it's like me having that relationship with him is what covers me, because he know I'm gonna use, and then me being from Alabama, and me in Alabama has a history of racism, and racial issues and that type of thing. So I wanted to address it, but really put an into it
Yeah.
in my way, the way that I could, in the way that I knew how on the microphone, and just addressing it in that way. And it's like, yeah, and I used that platform to make the analogy of my relationship with God, because he know I'm gonna use your money to pay off my debt, and he right. So I be walking hand in hand in the mall, in the club, like it's Candyland. All my real ninjas, y'all be thinking about it, but y'all be scared of what other ninjas gonna think about it. But I ain't. I like your style, I like your walk, I like your voice be so soft, God. But I still hear you when you talk. Have you ever had an attitude? I highly doubt it. And you ain't gotta have no body. You don't have to have a physical body.
Yeah.
Because you fine without it.
Yeah.
See, they be thinking that you must have had some daddy issues. Jesus and his father. But now you with a black man, but it's not. He glad I'm with you. They'll probably dish you, because we all know the facts. Once you go black, you never go back. And then it goes back to the play of the color.
Yeah.
And so that's where it's like, so, and in the second verse, I say, this will only take a minute. Like I'm trying to cook rice, but I get nervous when I wonder what our kids will look like. I hope they live a good life. They'll be like you. They'll be good looking. And I'll let you handle everything from cookings to the whoopings. Because you let me be the man when it's time to be the man. A black woman wouldn't get mad if she could truly understand that we all the same color when the lights go out, when we die. Sister, don't knock it till you try it. You should go and try it out.
Wow.
Because you black. So why not? And that's the only way you'll make it to the top. And that's real. And why not? And honestly, man, I can't compete with that. I mean, because I ain't got his resources. I ain't got his connections. I don't do his type of caressing. So you got my full blessing. But you better know that once you go black, you never go back. I think I missed a couple words in there, but that's the gist of it now.
Man.
You see what I'm talking about. I'm not talking
This
about
is the Black Man Podcast. Church.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
That's crazy.
Okay, so I'm saying like a black woman, if she had a relationship with Jesus, like that's as black people, we're gonna be black. As black people, we need help. And we need a savior. We need, and because, and I just feel like you can't go against the system with a rock. You have to kind of be smarter than that. And I think the person that, even the Bible says, we're gonna be on here. Even the Bible says the king's heart is in God's hands.
Right.
So wouldn't it be better to just have the relationship with God and He will look out for you?
Absolutely.
So I feel like, just encouraging people to have that relationship with God. And once you do that, it's like, the color barriers are broken and He looks at you, despite what color you are. That goes for any color. He's no respecter of that. So He just walks in love. And I think that's what it's about. And I got Jay Sean on it, man. And I gave him the idea, and he is just an incredible artist enough to
he killed his verse, man.
He did. Yeah. Jay is,
I'm gonna have to go back and listen to it now.
Now you listen to him.
Now that I know the concept,
yes.
Now I get to go back and listen, because I mean, off listening to his verse, I mean, I told him, that I love his verse. He killed it.
Yes.
But I wasn't even listening like that. So now I'm going to have to go back and listen.
What the symbolism is like, when he said, as I enter this race shall it relate? It's interracial relationship. Or shall I let this ship pass? Looking back at my past.
All right.
So glad you don't look at my past. You look at what I'm going to be.
Yeah.
He's not talking about a white girl. He's talking about God.
Wow.
He's like, and he said, because you're the only one for me. And I don't listen to you all the time, but I know you love me. Mm-hmm. It's like, that's that relationship. That's a relationship with God. Like, we don't, you don't always listen to him, but it's like, you at the top. I don't put no one above you. I'm just a black man in this white world. And I got everything except my girl. So we're not talking about a girl. He said, can't let these evil people tear us apart. Even though I'm black, you love me anyway, even though you hate the dark.
Wow.
You see, so it's not about interracial relationship. So when you see me walking with a white girl, I'm not promoting.
That's
the
what
white
you
girl.
really talking about.
Yeah, no, that's not.
You know what I'm saying? That Mike kept saying,
Yeah,
go
on over there.
Go.
You're gonna
Why
need me again, James.
James.
Be good in the car.
Get in the car.
Right.
And you're down there tying up your shoes.
You always gotta tie your shoes when the sisters come around, man.
That's
You're
right.
gonna need me again.
Right,
James.
right. Well, man, I mean, how can we find this album, man?
Man,
Where's it at?
Man, this album, man, you have to go on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal. I mean, you name it. You can find it on there. Just type in the last MJ.
The last is it duh?
No.
Is it DA?
No, we're gonna be proper on here.
Okay,
correct.
cool.
The THE.
Politically correct.
Yeah, absolutely. LASTMJ. And you can go to thelastmj.com. And when you go on there, you'll basically be able to. I'll have links and all that on there, so you can just check it out. However you want to do it, man. And on that song, on interracial relationship, shout out to my man B, man. He just he sings in the UAB gospel choir, and he's also friends with my cousin, who's also an amazing singer as well. And
of course, your family is like have a slew of talents.
Well,
y'all should be like the new Jacksons, not the Jacksons, but the
Oh man, hey, we might have to put something together. Yeah. Cause she's incredible too, and she referred me and B, man, he came in. Oh man, and with the heavenly voice, man, and just did it, man, and no sweat, no, again, made time, man. It's just so. I like to thank everyone that paid their time and efforts to this album. Yeah. I like to thank you. Let's be clear about something. Okay. Right now, I like to thank my man, Dashiki Man, aka
I am
Rod G, Rod Newman.
Yeah, man.
And so, man, you have been a brother to me from the day we met.
Thank you, bro.
In college, man. And from my first album, I remember the Forrest Gump thing. Yeah. You inspired that. You coming to my job and sitting on the park bench, and you're like, this is the Forrest Gump bench. This is where you need to do this. And I was like, you're right. This is it. And so to be there with me from that stage to this album, and being there with me on the photo shoot when I take this picture, telling me what I need to do. MJ, you got to get your body right. MJ, you got to, and you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to support me. You could have just been like, whatever, you do whatever you want. I don't care, or been on some hate. And you could have did any of that, but you didn't. And you've always been there for me, and I like to thank you. And now you're giving me this platform, to do, what I do. And I thank you.
Man, thank you, bro.
Man, absolutely.
I am humbled by your words. I am honored to know you, man, and I am blessed to know you, because I think you're one of the coolest cats I know.
Thank you, good sir.
And you're one of the most talented people I know, caring person I know, and your heart is definitely in this project. So
thank you.
I'm just blessed to be associated with people like yourself, because I know this is gonna go around the world.
Man, thank you.
I believe that. Absolutely. Sure. I believe that this music, I think it took a long time coming to get to this point, but you made it. You made it, man, and it's time to get the word out across this world. And
that's the word. Yeah.
I will use my gifts and talents and the platform that God gives me and blesses me with to share that and to help with the movement and the fight to get good music out into the world.
Gotcha.
And I think you got it, brother.
Thank you.
And I'm like I said, man, we go way back to that dorm room. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing, you know what I'm saying, when you open that door for the first time.
And you I'm like, who is this dude?
You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that here we are. How many years later? Like 10 plus years later. And we still doing it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And we using what we got to do it. So, hey, man, thank you so much for being on the show.
Before we go, it's a couple things I want to say about this project. Shout out to my man Jay Nice for the layer on the backtrack. Like, again,
Absolutely.
people's time and effort and talent. Like this dude, I mean, he does stuff out in L.A. He does gospel, R&B,
Wow.
anything. And at the drop of a dime, I was like, yo, Alabaster,
Yeah.
let's get it. Jay,
Yeah.
what's up? Bang. He stops in the middle of what he's doing, does anything for me, and he killed this track. Also, again, one of my favorite tracks, especially ladies, you will love that. Also on the album, I like to thank Will.
Yeah.
A.E.
Another, you know what I'm saying? This is we met all in college.
Oh my God! Listen,
Yeah.
you people will probably never see Will. Okay.
No one will.
No one will see Will.
Right,
Okay.
right.
But you see him loud and clear.
Every time. Every time.
And Will, let me tell you something. He is the most. You talk about like B flat is like the most like humble.
Yeah.
This. Okay, Will is like.
Will started it all.
Yeah, he did. Well, yeah,
You know
he
what I'm
really
saying?
did. Like
Right.
he is that before it was cool to be that.
Right.
I mean, you talk about a guy who's
Super talented.
like
Super
artistic,
intellectual.
smart,
Yeah.
spiritually
Super cool.
is cool, makes beats.
Yeah.
And we have him on record rapping,
Right.
killing it.
Graphic design.
Oh my God, graphic design and just the nicest guy. And so Will, he did the artwork on Before It Comes, the Forrest Gump,
Yeah.
and all this. Why everything looks so perfect?
Yeah.
Is him.
Okay.
Like because he just takes his time and was like, you know what, MJ, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it for you. You got it. And just a loving heart, man. And I thank God for that guy. Like,
Amen.
I thank God for that guy. And shout out to Will A.E. Don't ever ask him to do your artwork because he ain't doing it.
He ain't doing it. Right,
It's only
right.
my guy. Don't worry about that. Okay, and last but not least, the most important feature
Come on now.
on this joint.
I already know where you're going.
You know where I'm
Come
going.
on now.
The most important feature.
We
on
saving
this
the
album,
best for last.
You got to say the best for last.
I mean, this person is one that you wouldn't even be here.
No.
You wouldn't be the last MJ.
No, I'd be trash MJ. Trash MJ. Right here. Oh no, my mother.
Absolutely.
My mom
Absolutely.
is the dopest thing I could ever have in this world. And so that's why when the CD starts, I wanted to give you her.
That's
like
good.
because I secretly record our conversations sometimes.
Right.
Sorry, Mom.
Did she know?
Of course not. Of course not. And so I was like, you know what? I gotta get her because I want to bottle this and have this as a
time capsule almost.
This is historic. This is Gandhi times 10 walking around.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
my mom is amazing. So I wanted to.
Moms are the closest thing to God, man.
Shout out to Nasir Jones again. That's the
the
greatest
next
thing he ever said.
You know what I'm saying?
He's right. They are because they love you the same way. It's unconditional. They nurture you. They just want what's best for you. And a good mother, that's exactly how they are. And so my mom is like that. And I wanted to give y'all her on the album. The song "Meet the Parents" with her and my dad. Shout out to my dad.
Yeah.
My dad is amazing, and my dad is man the most loving father, and if you listen to the first album, we've made progress. Of you like, hey, it's a 180 from
right.
But that's how good God is, man. And that's and I talk about it on the True Believer song of just that. God said, love him because your dad is still living.
Yeah.
I thank you, Lord, for giving me my dad back. A lot of black kids never had that. We went through our ups and downs like NASDAQ. I tried everything like a lab rat. Then I tried you. You told me his love is perfect. You told me your love is worth it. You told me that he was worth it. And he was. So I'm covered by your blood. So the only thing I'm walking in is love. It's like, my dad has just inspired my faith in God. And I thank my mother for that. Because my mom, could have been...
put him down.
She could have.
And been in, resenting and resentment of
all day.
You know what I'm saying? Or could have fed you some bull.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And would have been justified in it just because this is life and hey, it's like that.
Yeah.
But she didn't, and she reserved to show love and to teach me the right way.
Yeah.
And because of that, I have a great relationship with my dad now because of my mom. So my mom is the dopest thing in the world. And so Meet the Parents, you get her on there, and she's swagging on there. She's doing her thing. Hey, sweeties. That's right, Mom. I love you. So, and that's my best friend in the entire world.
Strong black woman.
Oh,
come on,
strong
man.
black woman. Shout out to Dashiki, man.
That's
strong
right.
Black
Strong.
Woman. No, man, she is the best thing in the world. And so, without Mama MJ, there's no MJ.
It wouldn't be no last MJ.
Not at all.
Well, man, we're gonna leave it right there, man. It was wow. It was great having you on the show. It was great talking to you.
No doubt.
About this album. Keep up the good work, man.
Absolutely.
It's so much on this album. It's I mean, just by talking to you, and it's more than just rap. I mean, it deals with a lot of stuff.
Right. And shout out to my man Mac Thompson from You Do the Math. That's my partner.
And see,
that's my guy.
The thing is, that's what I was gonna say. Like the rappers, don't get it twisted, guys.
Don't try me.
We talked about a lot today, but the rap is still you nice with it, okay?
Right.
And on You Do the Math. Like I listened to that song was on repeat as I was riding. And I was like, this dude, the flow.
Right.
Man, you should do like a challenge. Like I was saying.
You can do that one. Yeah, right. That's one. I felt like, I wanted my man Mac to let him know, man, and let him know that, like you said, like, we could get down on
Don't
this
get it
night.
twisted.
Don't get it twisted.
You know
So he's
what I'm
like,
saying?
give him something, please. And so my man Mac held me down. So I was like, okay, I got to give him something. Something to make you like, okay, let's do this. All right. So, man, shout out to everybody that showed me love on the album. I just want to show, and give it back. I think you've been a pleasure to be here on your
Thank
show.
you, man.
If you ever have me back, please let me know.
Please, you know what I'm saying? When I call and it's time to come to Atlanta, man, you have me back. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm ready to hit the city right now because there's a lot going on.
Let's wrap this equipment up. Let's get it.
Let go.
Let go.
Hey, man, thank you so much. Hey, to all my listeners out there, please go out and get the album from my brother, the Last MJ. Keep up the good work. Again, you can find it on iTunes, Spotify, Rhapsody, whatever your choice. I'm pretty sure it's on now. Thank y'all so much for listening. You are listening to the Black Man Podcast, and I am Dashiki Man. Thank y'all so much, and yeah.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. I'm blickety black, blacker than black, I'm blacker than black.
Welcome world. Broadcasting live from Atlanta, Georgia. Now I go by the name The Last MJ. And I'm glad you're rocking with me tonight.